Nobody wants to get bucked off, and if you've never rode a horse before, let me tell you, nobody wants to get bucked off. Unless you're a Bronx rider, but you've signed up for it yourself at that point. That's another story for another time. Horseback riding has been around for thousands of years and is still around today. In fact, there are a multitude of sports that involve horseback riding. I have been riding ever since I was a small child, and in those years of riding, I have either watched or helped my mom get the horses ready. And as high school students, I know we can all relate that we have stress in our lives of some kind. It may be more, it may be less. And I have found that horseback riding is a great way to release stress and clear the mind. So today, I will be showing you how to properly brush, blanket, and saddle a horse. Now, horses, they're like people. They want to be very comfortable in their environment, which means they like to roll around on the ground, they like to play, and they like to run. And they can have anything and everything in their coat, which is why it's crucially important to brush them before saddling them. Because if you don't brush them and things are under the saddle, they'll become very uncomfortable, which will cause them pain, discomfort, and then they won't want to listen to you, or they might try and just kick you off of it. In an ideal world, you want to brush them from head to toe, top to bottom. But if you're ever in a time crunch, you have a few main areas that you need to brush. And your main areas are your back, where the saddle will sit, and the girth area, which is right here. It's kind of like their armpits, which is where the saddles and blankets will be sitting. And now that we have them all brushed down, it's time to grab the blanket. Now with placing the blanket on the horse, you don't want to just throw it on the back where you think it needs to go. You'll actually want to place it a little bit forward, and yeah, it probably looks a little funny that it's way up there. But for reasoning is when you pull it back, all the hairs will be laying down flat and they won't be haywire, uncomfortable, and they'll be laying normally. Now it's also always important to saddle from the left side, and it might be a little weird, but it's by convention. Every horse is trained the same way to be saddled from the left side, take it on and off, so they know what's going on, it doesn't spook them. So now with the saddle, since there are stirrups on both sides, you have to lift the saddle, or the stirrup and the cinch up on the saddle when putting it on, so it doesn't get under the saddle. Now you just place it right on top where the blanket goes. Yes, it's slightly forward, but now it's time to let them down. And you need to walk around because these straps will be underneath the saddle. So you have to get around and pull them out. So now that everything is situated, you have to double check to make sure that it is on level and it's equal, it's not lopsided. And now it's time to pull it back. And right here, you feel underneath there is a bar on the saddle, and you want to make sure that bar is right behind their shoulder blade, because when they're walking and if they keep hitting it on their shoulder blade, it could cause like an ulcer, pain, or anything else. But now that we have it back, it's time to reach under and grab the cinch. The cinch is like a belt. You don't ever want the cinch to be too tight. And the horse knows what you're doing, so they will end up sticking out their stomach, which we call it puffing out. And it's a defense mechanism to ensure that you don't ever get it too tight to hurt them. Now you'll just pull that relatively tight. You can stick 2 fingers underneath still, and you'll just let that hang for right now because it's obviously not tight enough yet, but that comes with time. Now that you know how to properly brush and saddle the horse, you can have a unique way to de-stress your life and clear your mind. Thank you.